Are you looking for those grill items? Well, the back and pre-channel will find them. And with price charting as our guide, we'll seek out every gem. So please collect your delight.
All right, let's remove that. What's up, man? How's it going?
What's going on?
What's going on, man? Yeah, I wanted to do this a little live because I kind of want to talk to you about the whole collection giveaway and everything. It was kind of, as you know, it was kind of a last minute type thing. And so a lot of people probably were thinking just the premiere and probably weren't realizing, because I was talking about it in the chat, probably weren't realizing. So I think you and me might be, I'm assuming it is public, right? It is up public, isn't it? Oh, there's the third. What's up, Bryce? I guess it's public because Bryce is in. Oh, it's all good, man. How's it going? So I'm assuming a lot of people are thinking, oh, the video just went up. So I'm seeing if it's showing. See, on my end, it's being really weird. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. Okay, that makes more sense. So let's see. Okay, it's working. It's been a while since I've done a live, and I normally would do lives on Monday nights, I think is when I normally did them. So I don't know.
So.
Do you, by the way, guys, this is James for all those who are watching. I was gonna wait a little bit. We might introduce again. He was the guy that I gave the collection to, and he's an old friend of mine, and we're gonna talk about that tonight. But yeah, this is James. So, oh, there it goes. It just popped up. 7 people. So people are starting to come in. Is there anything you wanted to share other than your name is James? Anything you wanted to share about like what you do, kind of like who you are, all that good stuff?
Basically, I don't know, like
play games, collect games.
Yeah, I mean, I try to collect games, but I don't do nothing but work, so it's one of those things.
Yeah.
I used to be a podcaster and I used to stream on Twitch, but I cut all that out. So.
Yeah, well, you're real busy. You're probably working a lot too, aren't you?
Yeah, I work every day.
Yeah. Oof. I mean, I guess I work every day, but I'm working at home, so it's a little bit different. Hey, Trevor, what's going on, man? So we got Trevor and Bryce is in the house, and I guess as people come in, we'll say hey. What was I saying? Yeah, I know you did Hilly and Hideout, and you did a few videos. Do you still do stuff? So there's a guy, he has a podcast called Organic Poison. Do you still go on there and do stuff with him some?
I haven't been on there in a while. I mean, it's been talking about getting me on one night. So
he talked to me about coming on sometime too. I think it would be cool if all 3 of us were on.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, what I kind of, by the way, I don't know if I said this. I'm going to show something. Trevor, I bought a bunch of really cool stuff from him, which I'm going to be showing later on the stream. Tyron, am I saying that right? I'm looking at Tyranid. Oh gosh, I can't talk.
Tyranitar.
Oh, is that how you say it? Tyranitar?
Yeah.
That makes sense. 96, the animator. Japan have 69th anniversary fitting for their stature of the Godzilla 69th birthday during -1. Do you know what that is? Japan have 69th anniversary fitting for their stature. I guess because it's something that just came up, so they have that. I don't really know too much about Godzilla. I'm sorry, man. Do you know anything about Godzilla, James?
I don't know anything about Godzilla.
Thanks for coming on, though. I appreciate you coming on. Okay, well, so I was supposed to do this giveaway in, I think, last summer. When did I buy those games from you? Do you remember when that was?
It was like May or June of last year.
So I was supposed to do that last summer. And when is it all coming out? February and March of this year. So it's literally been almost a year. I'm going to put up the playlist for anybody that hasn't seen it, so they can know. So yeah, I was supposed to do this in like last summer, and it was right after I did the Panzer Dragoon Saga series, where I was going from Wii Sports to Panzer Dragoon Saga. I think it was like 2 months after. And what's funny, James, is I actually bought. Yes, I know I need to. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? I slimmed down my beard. I think my wife just left. So, what's up, man? Hey, I don't know if you watched the new video, but the new video's out. The series is done. And I think you would like the end of it, because at the end of it, well, you have to see the end, because I referenced the Panzer Dragoon Saga. So I was supposed to do that. I'm sorry, I did that, and then I was supposed to do the giveaway. And yours, what's funny, here's the thing. Yours actually wasn't the first, right at first. So I actually bought a few things, and because what I was doing was, how it started was, so I gave Sega Steve a TurboGrafx 16 Arkansas Picker, I forgot, some Dreamcast games. And then I was supposed to, what I was going to do was like build up that shelf that I had. Well, you have it now, but the shelf that I had, I was putting games on there and then selling from there to build a budget to buy individual items. That's kind of how it started. And so then I had to sell off a lot of stuff. I was like, oh man. But the thing is that people had like really been, expecting that, had been talking about it. So then I bought this stuff from you, and I was like, well, I was going to use yours as a budget. So I was going to use yours as a budget to just get stuff. And then, I don't know, did I say I was building a collection, or did I say I'm using this to buy? I can't remember exactly.
What you told me is when you picked it up that night, you said, this is going towards a 5K giveaway.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you said.
So I did start. Okay, so see, that just shows how much I'm forgetting some, because there was so much that went on around last summer. And I was going to, anyways, I had it sitting. I set it there on that. There's a spot right back there. Literally, I've had it sitting there. And it was in September or October. I finally was like, I have to start doing this. And then in December, I finally started building up the budget. And so I let it sit for like 6 months. And I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to do this. But I was like, man, I told so many people I was doing it. I kind of have to do this. And so, yeah, so all the recording for the series started in like December. I waited, what's that? May, so June, July, August, September, October, November, almost 7 months before I even touched your stuff. So, and I know I told you, I was like, hey, don't worry, I'm still doing the series. When I told you that, what were you thinking? Like, okay, it's 7 months. When is this coming out?
Well, from what we talked, I knew you was having, stuff with the house and everything, but I just thought to myself, I was just like, he'll get to it when he gets to it. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Man, thanks, Bryce. I appreciate it. What is this? Man, I have all kinds of stuff here. Referral. Oh, okay. See, it's been so long since I've done a live, and there's all these little links that the whole StreamYard is different than it was when I was doing this a few months ago. Yeah. So were you bothered at all? Were you like, is he actually doing this? Or did you kind of know it?
I kind of had a feeling you were going to do it, but honestly, I forgot about it until you mentioned something later on to me.
Yeah. Because I ended up finally getting it, and I put your stuff up on the shelf, and then I said, "Hey, James, look,
yeah,
I finally got the collection started," and you're like, yeah. So no self stuffs. I don't know what that is, but no self stuffs. Do you know what that is, James?
I have no clue.
I don't have a clue either. So so I finally got it going, but it took a little while. Now, when I bought it from you, so there's two things going on through my head, because I was like, man, because I know you, and I'm not just buying from somebody that's like, hey, I just want to get rid of all my stuff, or hey, I just need some money and I want to help you out. I knew you really wanted this stuff. So I'm not going to lie, I was feeling like, but I knew since I was giving this stuff away, I was like, I can't just pay, high on. I was like, I need to try to get a good deal. So it was a struggle for me. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of like, and I knew you needed it. but then I was like, oh man, I promise you this is gonna go to something good. You'll see it. It would be really good. But I think when I offered you, you're hoping for a little bit more, and
Right.
something like that. But you still, when I told you what you were doing, what I was doing, it helped a little.
Yeah, well, what was so funny about that was a couple months before I bought Xenosaga and Legend of Dragoon for you.
Oh, that's right, you did. You bought it from
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, it was a couple months, and then a couple months later it went back to you. I was like, well, I wanted it, but I was just in a rock and hard spot at the moment.
Yeah. No, I know all about that. I actually sold my Xenosaga because I during all that time. Don't buy fake Scamazons. Oh, I guess he's talking about stuff from Amazon. I wasted 164 micro 1 TV micro SD card and kept it as a reminder. Don't buy from fake Scamazons. That's right. 164 fake. Man, definitely don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. It can happen though. It can happen. I actually bought a fake game from GameStop once because I just wasn't expecting them to sell fakes, and which I should have known. And thankfully they returned it, but I felt kind of dumb. So yeah, then all this time goes by, and then finally I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna, I'm just gonna. I'm trying to remember exactly how it was. Oh yeah, I was sitting here looking at stuff, and I was talking to my wife, and I was like, what if how cool would it be if I built all this up and I got it to like $5,000 and I just gave it away back to James? And I was like, I wonder what he would do if I did that.
Right,
And
I'm still processing it at the moment. So I'm still processing everything.
well, that I can relate because somebody, I can't say right now because I told them I would wait, but somebody gave it. I told you privately, once
Right.
I gave this to you, and I was like, man, God's really blessed us. I got something really crazy, which I can't talk about right now, but it really blew my mind. So if you guys see, I'm going to put you on full screen. Is that cool for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's everything back here. It's not on the same white shelf, but let's put you. Here we go. So you want to point out? So this is the stuff back there, right?
Yeah, right there. Right.
So you can see some of the same stuff.
Right. So the only thing that right there, that's my Xenogears I found. Well, I didn't
Okay.
find a buddy of mine gave it to me, but the rest all throughout those shelves, that's like some PS4 games and 5 games on the shelf. Most of that came
Yeah.
from you. Yeah.
Okay. And all that Game Boy and 64 and stuff. That's all.
Yep. That's all from you.
That's awesome, man. It's so cool to like see it like actually on your shelves. So I know you've been, like you said, you've been wanting to collect. So that was also something I was thinking, man. And I know you had like dabbled in reselling. Mostly, I know you were talking about to make money, but you also wanted to use that to like fund your collection.
Right.
And you do live in a smaller town, and so there's not as many places to go find stuff.
Right.
But I took you to that one pawn shop, which I'm gonna have a video up, and there was a lot of stuff there. Have you been to that one before?
I have. I've been in there and checked some things out, but at the time I went, they
Probably-
weren't full price. Yeah, they weren't doing what happened in the video.
That's
yeah,
right.
So I couldn't justify buying it at the time.
Yeah, so we went to a pawn shop, which I'll have a video up, and it was actually everything was like 50% off. So we were able to load up, and he got Hunter Call of the Wild, the 2019. Have you sold that yet, by the way?
No, it's still sitting there.
Okay. But how much do you have it up for, if you don't mind me asking?
$50.
$50.
Oh,
I'm
I said
surprised.
40. It's 40 something. Yeah, 40 something.
Okay. I wonder if it went down a little bit, but I'm surprised it hasn't sold yet, because those usually, sometimes they may take a few weeks.
It was the PAL version.
That's true. That's true. It was PAL version. Okay. No, that makes sense. Because I think if it was the US version, you could get like $70 for it or something, maybe 60, something like that. It just depends. So what's up, Grubbound? How's it going, man? Thanks for coming in. I'm not. It's been a while since I've done lives. I'm not. I don't think I'm going to be doing this all the time. I just want to do something special because I kind of wanted to talk to him about this. All right, man. Hey, thanks for coming in. Thanks for checking it out. Come say hey again. And videos every Friday. Actually, starting next Friday, I'll be doing videos on Friday and Tuesdays or Wednesdays. So I'm going to try to get 2 videos out a week now. All right, so I want to watch a video because this is something. This guy, I don't know if it was an actual parody or if he was actually trying to trash talk me, but it was really funny. I'm going to do my best to censor it. I don't think where I'm going in has cussing, so just a warning for anybody. There may be a few words, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty clean. So I'm going to pull this video. This guy's name, in my video, I put my fat little brother, but it's your fat little brother. So I wasn't calling my little brother fat because I don't even have a little brother. So it's like I was like, man, I bet they think I'm saying, because I said shout out to my fat little brother. I was like, man, people probably think I'm like calling my brother fat. That's not what I was doing. But I want to show you guys this guy. I want to show you. This is what's funny because he made this video, and let me share it really quick. He made this video, and let's see, share screen. Yeah, I don't think people know I was going live because it was like kind of a last minute thing. Let's see. Where is it at? Here we go. Okay, tell me, can you see that? And can you see that on there?
Yep.
Tell me if you can hear it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So see that your fat little brother. His channel's called Shane. What's up, dude? Hey, boys. How's it going, man? Thanks for coming.
What's up,
We were
bro?
talking about you earlier, so we know your ears are itching. So, so this is your fat little brother, and he makes content making fun of resellers. I think. So, anyways, we won't watch the whole thing, but it starts. It's so cringe, but it's so good, and it's also got like this chill.
Oh man.
So he may have language. I gotta check.
Craziest dream, but my God, am I happy to be here.
So basically, he makes fun of like people going to garage sales and like getting there early, and taking everything. But this is what I wanted to get at. He goes because he starts talking about me. So, which is wild because he talks about you in it. And let's see, let me find it. And I don't know why he picked me. He picked like 3 really popular YouTubers. He picked what's his name? Cincinnati Picker, who's got like a few 100,000 subscribers. And then he's got then he had Harry Tornado on here, I think, is the other one. And then American Pickers, and then me. And I'm thinking, why did I have like, I don't compare in size. Like, why are you picking on me? So, anyways, this is the reason I thought it was funny is because what happens. Shane, yes, I've always wanted a fat little brother as well. Shane, I know me and you both, now that we're getting older, we're getting fat. So if you're fat, you want to be my fat little brother. Y2K Collector, what's up, man? This guy has about everything you can think of. Every video he does, he's like, oh, here's my like really hard to find Burning Rangers on the Sega Saturn. So Chandler, what's up, dude? I got those PSP games for you. Don't worry. I went live at a pawn shop earlier. Okay, so let me fast forward it because this is great. All right, here we go. And let me know in the chat, guys, if you can hear. If it has a cuss word, I do apologize. I don't think anybody watching it would offend, but okay, here we go. All right, let's see.
He's not going to give it away in one video, would he?
Oh, no.
Deem himself. Artistic. It's not cool to show off. No one cares. Some of these resellers are just already too far gone. There's one guy I hate, but I feel like he might be able to redeem himself. That's the Picking Preacher. Your latest video, clickbait, just right out the gate, giving away an entire game collection. But you gotta subscribe and you gotta tune into the series. 'Cause he's not gonna give it away in one video, would he? Fucking stupid.
No. Say there was a word.
Giving away an entire collection. This one behind me, to be exact. Okay, well, there's nothing on the shelves, but there will be. And the goal is to buy, sell, trade,
Where did he go?
flip,
He's not
whatever
sitting there
I
anymore.
can to get this shelf to a value of $5,000 or maybe $50,000.
We're headed down to pick up the collection from my
See, he makes it all
friend
serious.
I've been friends with them for a while with my old church and music and video games and all that stuff.
Like, this just makes me sad. Look at this poor man.
Okay. So here he is. He's James. He's talking about how sad he is for you. Which, if he could look right now, the collection's already gone, Bowman. This is the guy who won the collection. So, well, not win. He was chosen. But what's up, J Dog? Thanks for coming in. RJC Media just finished a news video. Cool, man. I'm cool. By the way, you still need to let me know where you got the cool from. Maybe in the future, if I ever do this again. This guy doesn't seem to be of a sound of mind. I don't know if he is, man. But no, James is the chosen one. He was chosen. But here, so let's get back. This is where he starts talking about you, okay? And I laughed so hard because I was like, if only he knew. If only he knew.
Just watching the preacher. He makes him hold up his own light to shine on the games that he has given away. If you turn that light around, you would see tears come down this guy's face. You got him meeting you at like 6 a.m. You got your potty camera already strapped on. You're about to go hit some yards. It's going to be a great day. This poor guy probably can't pay rent.
6 months.
Oh, wow. Look at that. 6 months later, you haven't even touched it.
And here's the box of games still sitting.
You can hear it okay?
Why don't you call your friend back? Maybe he's in a better situation. I mean, ask him if he wants his stuff back.
Do you want your stuff back, James?
I mean, honestly, you would have never contacted this guy if he
Oh,
didn't.
hold on. Okay, so this is so good right here. He says you would have never contacted this guy if I don't. This could be a parody making fun of people making fun of resellers, but I don't think it is because sadly, usually the people doing this, I'm friends with some, but usually people doing this don't really reason. They just assume and make assumptions. I've had a lot of people talk about people that I know dearly, and they say all this conspiracy stuff, and it's ridiculous. But anyways, so he says I would have never called you. So
I called
who? You called me.
I called you because I talked to you about it beforehand. You said if I wanted to get rid of it, let you know. So that's what I did.
That's right, exactly. So I just thought it was funny. So all right, let's. I think it's almost done.
For you to resell, but screw thy neighbor. You could redeem yourself, man, but I don't think you will. You're probably already too lost.
Too
I
long.
wanted to like you. I mean, just a little bit. Definitely not as much as the guy that sings your intro video does. It's a little weird. Yeah, it's definitely a little weird. It's terrifying to.
So here's what's funny. Also, Michael K. I don't even. He doesn't like come in and comment. I paid Michael to do that video. So I was like, hey man, can I pay you to do a song and video and all this? And he's like, yeah. And he's just a really good guy, so he did it. He definitely didn't do it for. I will not take any. I agree. I will not take any Michael K. hate. He's one of the nicest guys, and he did this. I paid him, and he was like, oh, don't worry about it. And I was like, no, I want to pay you. And so he's like, okay. And he didn't even charge that much. So this is the kind of stuff that these kind of guys that make these videos, they think they're like being heroes, but they literally don't know what's going on. And that's why it's so funny. And I love it. And so I shared his video and went in there and I comment. I'm like, please make more, man. These are great. I love these. Let's say hey to the chat. What's up, Shagan? Thanks for coming in, man. What's on the agenda? We're just talking about the giveaway. This is James. I'm back. You can see my mouse. So there's only two people. I would tell him to raise his hand, but there's only two of us. So he got the giveaway, and that's a lot of the collection in the back there. It's not on the white thing, but it's on his shelves. He is pretty funny. It is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it is a parody. It definitely doesn't seem like a parody. No, but it was. I think it was still done in good taste. He wasn't really like a jerk. It was definitely ironic though. Someone tagged the fat little sister. Tell him she's getting good. Wow. Wes, what's up, man? How's it going? How's it going? Zeros. That's right. Zeros, not heroes. But you know, he said he hopes I can redeem myself. So I've been telling him you really need to watch the latest episode, Your Fat Little Brother, because I think you might think I redeemed myself. So, however, there's another guy that says that it's a fake giveaway. So James, let me know, is that fake back there?
No, it's not at all. No.
So you know you made it when you get that kind of hate. I don't know. I just think I was probably low hanging fruit because I was smaller and he thought he could mess with me. But I'm also friends with some of the people in a group that he's friends with. So I just thought it was pretty funny. But anyways, I really wanted to highlight that. So it's perfect time for folks to come on to this live.
That's crazy.
There was something else I was going to ask you. I'm trying to remember what it was about that. Oh, yeah. So one thing James did not get back. Do you know what the one thing you did not get back is? I got it on my table behind me. I did take one thing to resell. It's the PS2.
Oh, yeah. The PS2.
But that's because he got a backwards compatible PS3. So it works out.
I just remember when you met up. You're like, yeah, I swapped it out for the PS3. So I was like, oh,
Yeah. Hey, pull that mic towards you a little bit more because it was kind of going low.
all right.
All right, yeah, that's better. So, raid his page. Tell him we're watching him. Yeah, you totally should. Please do it. What's up, man? Hey, it's the what would I call you? The pick and picker. It's the pick and picker. Arkansas Picker and me, we joined forces to become the Arkansas Preacher. So Arkansas Picker was one of the first ones in the series before the collection. He got some Dreamcast games from me. So, did you give him a copy of Destiny? No, I should have. I found a whole lot of those girls today, by the way, Ryan. Found a whole bunch of Destinies, but I just didn't need any more, so I didn't get them. So yeah, let me ask you, because I know you've talked about, doing reselling and also collecting, and I know it's a little bit harder, and working. I say a lot of stuff because I hear a lot of people like complain about, oh, I can't ever find anything, and so I'm like, well, it's because you're just not getting out there. But it is true that it is hard. It's a lot of work to find stuff, and then if you have another job, it's even harder to find stuff. And then if you live in a town where there's really not any pawn shops, there's a few, but you'd have to go like 45 minutes to some good pawn shops. It's gonna be really hard. So I understand it's hard, but you've never been like, I've never heard you like complain. You just said, man, I'm just having a hard time finding stuff.
Yeah. Personally, for me, I the mentality is my whole entire mentality about this is, well, if I'm having bad luck right now, that can always turn around one day when I'm out looking. And there's been times, like I've showed you recently, when I went to this flea market type deal, I found Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and I picked it up for $2, and it sold for $30-something on eBay. So
that's awesome.
Right.
Which one was it? Because I know one of them's not as, because aren't they like 2 or 3?
It was the first. It was the first Luigi's Mansion.
Okay,
Yeah.
And then didn't you find something you just didn't have? Either you weren't sure if you wanted to buy it. Didn't you find something really cool, but you like went back and it was gone?
Don't remember.
What was it? You that told me about a Pikachu 64?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So on Facebook Marketplace in our area, this lady had this Hey You Pikachu 64. Well,
Yeah.
me and my business partner, who I do my business with, me and him beat it back and forth around the bush. About the time we got the money, it was gone, and we just couldn't get it. And then a few months later, we saw it again, where she posted it again, and we were like, "Well, we ain't got the money, so if it's meant for us, we'll get it." So
Yeah, and I know all about that too, because like even when I was buying from you, do you remember when I was like, so when I bought this first one from James, I literally was like, "Hey, I'm waiting for my check or this money to I think it was money that was transferring from eBay." I was like, I literally have nothing. So what happened is that money transferred, and I literally got it that day when I went to go meet you. So I know exactly what that's like. And so it is true that, so even if you can find stuff, it's, it is true. You do need money. So I respect that. And so that's kind of like, I know he's keeping a lot, but I told him, I was like, dude, it's yours to do what you want. If you want to sell it, if you want to give it to somebody, if you want to just play it all, if you just want to let it sit on a shelf for the remainder of its life, then, you do what you want with it. But yeah, you're trying to do more collecting and reselling. You're kind of feeling motivated.
Yeah. So with this, what you did has, touched me, and like,
Amen.
it brought me, like I told you, I was spiraling down a depression.
Mm.
And
Wow.
This helped me out. It helped me bring me out of it, not fully out of it, but out of it.
Well, right on, man. That's awesome.
So I've been beating around with my business partner, and I'll just go ahead and let you know that me and him is about to start try to start a series where we're gonna pull some stuff off the shelf.
Yeah.
We're gonna sell it for funds, but we're gonna try to turn it from a 5K collection into a 7 or 10K collection.
That's awesome, man. I love it.
And then along the way, if we, let's say we find another N64, well, we won't sell it. We're going to give it to somebody instead.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. That's so awesome. See, that's what I want. Like, so here's what's wild. I was told, because I asked a lot of people, okay, so, you got like Mr. Beast and you got all these like YouTubers that like give stuff away and it draws people in. So was there something in the back of my mind that was going, okay, one, this is good. I want to do this. But two, I was thinking this could possibly blow up my YouTube channel. It did the exact opposite. Nobody wanted to watch the giveaway series. I mean, everybody that watched, who's amazing, but I was actually getting less views than any of my other videos. So it was really weird for me. And I was like, why are people not wanting to watch this? So I talked to some people and they said there's something about like in the game collecting space that everybody's so used to watching people see all the crazy expensive stuff they can get for themselves that either if people aren't getting the giveaway, they're like, oh, well, I don't care. Or they're thinking, well, I just want to see, how much money he can make or how expensive an item he can get. And so I was like, man, I really want to change that. I want to see, and so that's so cool to hear you say that you're wanting to go and say, see, that's what I'm wanting to see. I'm wanting it to be more, because it's so, I'm a reseller, but it's so focused on like, look at this crazy expensive game that I got that I'm probably never going to play, and that, or like, look how much money I've made, which is awesome. I do that. I love it. I love making money. But I was thinking, why not do something where we're showing giving back? And so that's cool. Let me say hey to some of these folks. Let's see. I just saw some people come in. I thought that, Rushmore Show, what's up, man? Hey, I don't know if you watched the latest video, man, but I think you'll like to check it out. Oh, man, that's all good. I hope you go back and finish watching it. This is the guy. Well, you found out who got it. so this is the one who got it. So. But you should still watch it. It's a good video.
Just want to do it.
Like podcast, I would, but man, I have been at it, and so after this, I'm going to hang out with my son. Let's see who else. What else? Who else? Oh, hey Bowman. Oh, you're not talking to me. My bad. But yeah, so that's something you're going to be doing. James, you're going to be like doing a build up the collection. That's awesome, man. I love it.
Yeah, like I said, I want to.
Yeah, use that.
I got some things posted. Some things are selling at the moment.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I want to see if I can turn that into a 10K, at least between 7 and 10K collection. Like I added some of the stuff already into it, and it's at like 5.8. So yeah, I want to see if I can myself put into it, and like I said, if we get any extra, like any copy I have, I do want to give it back to somebody. So
that's awesome, man. I love it. Pay it forward. That's what I want to see. So that'd be so cool if we can have people doing that. Wes, who you talking about? Was Bryson his newest video? I'm assuming that's what it is. I'm thinking that's what it is that he's talking about. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and do. I know like a lot of people there's some people that came in, but I already made this thing. So if you're in here and you don't see your name, if you commented and all that, it's for those that commented. I don't know if anybody's in here. I think if you haven't commented, go ahead and help the algorithm and watch 2 videos ago. Somebody just said, I love the editing. I can tell you spent a lot of time on it, and that's all I can read. But that's so, see, man, I've been getting some awesome comments, and it's what I need because I put a lot into this. Let's see, definitely will watch it. Was watching it for this live. Okay, yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, check it out. I'm only going until about 8 o'clock. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this giveaway, and I'm going to put it on the next video. But let me pull up let's see if anybody was in here. I will, since you guys came on the live. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Let me move this really quick. Share screen. I'm going to stop sharing this. There we go. I hear Pikachu over there.
That's my phone.
All right, let's see. Share screen. Wheel of names. Okay, so here we go. Here. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm not doing many lives, man. I just did this live because I kind of wanted to talk about the giveaway. And after I do this giveaway, this little thing, because this was part of it, a few people came on Gamers Emporium. Some of the stuff is from Gamers Emporium, Gamers Emporium, yeah. And then Tony Buck with Ozark Geek Shop, who, if you're going to ARX, Arkansas Retro Expo, that's put on, Wes is in the house, and Arkansas Picker, I think, still may be there. Ludacris, hopefully I'll see you there. Tony Buck gave a lot of these games. It's nothing crazy, but here we go. Actually, Tony Buck, James, Tony Buck is one that was he gave the, what's the game? Bust a Groove? The game, the dance game, the rhythm game. He actually is one who gave that. And all this stuff is this in Gamer Emporium. I kind of put them all together. All right, so we first have the PlayStation Nintendo. This is everybody that had already commented by the time by the time I made it. So I went back and I double checked. So this is everybody here. So I will announce the winner, and some of you may be on here. Let's see, like I got Wes Malone's on here. Let's see who else is on here that's in the chat. Resident Daryl, I don't know if he's on here. I told him to come in. Gamer Emporium. I don't know. A lot of people, I don't know. There's just some I think Pop Walker's in here. So this is for the Nintendo. Hey, did you put your name down, Ryan?
Me, I did not.
I don't know. I see your eyes popping up. So this is the Nintendo PlayStation. So here's what we have. This is the first giveaway. So it's a lot of sealed games, nothing crazy, but it's free. And so whoever wins this, I'll get the information, get their address, and send it out. I have a few other things I need to send out. It's just been really hectic. Did you put your name in one of the videos? This was the way you got your name in here was in one of the videos. You put in PlayStation Nintendo, and so they had to be subscribed and put PlayStation Nintendo. So this was on one of my videos. If you didn't comment, did you comment on it? And I didn't see it. I didn't see you do that. So it's let's see. Yeah, I didn't see it on there. So this is for them. So if you guys it's all good, man. I would add other people's names in there, but it's going to make this stream go too long. So I'm going to go ahead and do this here. So here we go. We're going to go for PlayStation, Nintendo. Boom. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Wow, I'm an idiot. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's see who wins. Mr. Your Average Techie. I don't think he's in the chat, but I will hit them up. If anybody knows Mr. Your Average Techie, all these are going to you. PlayStation, Nintendo. Oh, yeah. All right, next we have Xbox lot, which is all sealed stuff. Ryan, you're going to love this. We got some Anthem in here. But Hello Neighbor 2, well, you can see here. Like I said, nothing crazy, but it's free. So this is all sealed. Yeah, everything here is sealed. Let's see. So we're going to do Xbox. We'll get rid of that one. Let's see. Open. Let's do Xbox lot. Not as many people are on here. So here we go. Boom. I know he comes on a lot of the videos. I don't think he's in here tonight. Shady Blaze won the Xbox. Congratulations. I don't know if you're in the chat. Arkansas Picker. I know, man. It's already for this giveaway, though. So if this person doesn't contact me, I will give those to Picker. Well, I'm going to contact them first. And the last one was for this Castlevania NES game with the Nintendo sleeve. And it's actually really clean. And so I'm surprised not many people put their name in for this one. So that's why you guys got to pay attention to the videos, because I might do a random giveaway. So Castlevania, this is for this giveaway. Let's go ahead and get that. That is, let's do Castlevania. Oh, no, it had more people. Pop Walker, I think he's still in here. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. If somebody already won another one, you can't win. So if it's the same person, oh, he's in the chat, or he was. Did he get it? Oh, good job. All right, Pop Walker, if you're in there, congrats. You won Castlevania. I know he was in here earlier. So, all right, that's all the giveaways. And if I also have a bunch of magazines. If anybody wants some of these. Manny, what's up, dude? So I got Game Informer, PlayStation magazines. There's some Tomb Raider. I mean, there's a whole bunch. So PlayStation magazines. First person in the chat to tell me what 30,000 times 23 is gets these PlayStation magazines. First person in the chat. 33. What did I say? 30,000 times what?
23.
For 30,000 times 23. The first person that tells me what it is and gets all these PlayStation magazines. And it's got like, let's see, Soul Reaver. It's stuff from, I think, 2001 and 2000, I think is what it is. 2001 and 2000. All right, RJC Media says 66,000. I think that's right. My brain math isn't mathing right now. Let me pull up the calculator.
You said 30,000 times 23?
Yeah, 30,000 times 23. No, that won't be right. That would be way more than that. Yeah, I think Retro Goldfish got it. Times 23. 30,000 times 23 is
1707.
okay. Retro Goldfish got it. It's 1707. Yes, the 1707. Wes Malone, you were so close, but you didn't get it. It's Retro Goldfish. Hey, Retro Goldfish, if you will, send me an email, or if you're friends with me on Instagram. So all these are yours. I will send them out next week because it's the weekend, but it's Game Informer, a bunch of PlayStation magazines, Dark Cloud. There's no demos in them. It's just the magazines. So 2000, 2001. So yes, sir, you want it. So if you will, shoot me a email, or if you're on Instagram, either hit me up on Instagram, The Pickin' Preacher, or hit me up on email. It's thepickinpreacher@gmail.com. So good job, everybody. Okay, that's all the giveaways. James, was there anything else you want to talk about the giveaway series? Wow, a lot of people just jumped on. You guys all came in just a little too late. You just missed all the giveaways. Send your address in Japanese. Oh, yeah. Yes. Send your address in Japanese. Oh, wow. Yeah. Guys, on my latest video, well, you have to go watch the latest video. So after this is over, go watch the latest video. I've signed you up for mini email list. You've signed me. Oh, goodness. That's probably why I should. Please don't do that, guys. Please don't do that. That's what I get for putting my email out there, I guess. Pain. Yeah, he's being a pain for sure. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but yeah, well, yeah, I know that was probably a dumb move. All right, let me remove this. and we're just gonna go a few more minutes. But is there anything? Win, Steve. Wow. Who's your favorite member of Kiss? You know, I'm not a Kiss fan, so so no one get mad. Who's your favorite member of Kiss, James?
Gene Simmons, probably.
Gene Simmons. That's the only one I know the name of. And then who's the other guy? Where's the Skynyrd fans? Skynyrd fan. Yeah, dude. All right. Give me back my bullets. Are you ready for your trip out to California? I haven't set it up yet, but I've been talking to RJC Media because I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff with him and Easy Gamers. And I would like to hang out with you. I almost said hit you. I would like to hang out with you as well, Manny. That would be super cool. I know you're a Kiss fan. I'm sorry, man. I'm not a Kiss fan. Top 10 Fortnite skins. I don't even play Fortnite. You're gonna have to ask my kids for that. So, was there anything else you kind of want to talk about the collection? That I wanted to ask you a question, and I won't be. But I know I asked you this a little. Was there a time? Because so I was dumb. Every time I would get something, I'd be like, "Dude, check out what I got," and I'd be like. And my wife was like, you probably shouldn't tell him because he's probably going to start wondering, why is he telling me all this? And I'm like, you got to watch the next video because check out what I couldn't help. I had to show you. You're my friend. So when were you – I know you were never 100% that you were getting it. But when were you thinking there was a possibility?
When you said, hey, check it out. I took the PS2 out and put the PS3 in the collection.
Oh, that was a dumb move on my part, probably, to tell you. So, yeah. Because then you're like,
Because what gave it away is because I told you I was also looking for the Tales of series.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And at the bottom of it, at the bottom of that little cubicle, it was in there on the magazines.
See, I thought about that because you said you wanted any Tales games, and I had asked you something. So dumb of me. Okay, now let me ask you this: when I told you, "Hey, let's go hunting," were you feeling like he may really be giving this to me, or you didn't think that for real?
No, I didn't think that because I honestly, I joked around with my business partner. I was like, what if he gave it to me? He's like, that'd be awesome. I was like, nah, because I told you I didn't. I told you I hope somebody else got it. That's what I kept telling you.
They did.
Yeah, well, I see. But we had talked about us going out and hunting together anyway. So when you're like, hey, let's go hunting, I was all excited to go out with you. So
yeah. Then when I had you, I was supposed to go. Hey man, I left my my selfie stick in the back. Can you grab that for me? And I got to get something out of the front. And then I was like, I was so nervous, man. I was so nervous. And I was like, what do I say? And I went, can you go open up the back door? I was like, this probably is giving it away because I was being so suspicious. And then I know I had my wife. So my wife was like, well, should I just keep filming and stand there while you're somewhere else? And I'm like, I don't know. Because I wanted you to be the one to open it. So, Hey, okay, Tony Buck. All right, hey, so Tony's one of the guys that gave to. Oh, by the way, so James, you wanted me to point out some of the people that yes. Like gave extra. He gave all these. So everyone that just won stuff, all this stuff, and Gamer Emporium. This is a lot of this stuff is Tony. Tony gave to the collection. The Castlevania was Tony. The Buster Groove that was in the your collection there, James. Tony gave that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, and then RJC Media, which is, he gave, I say Suikoden. I know a lot of people say Suikoden. I've just always said Suikoden, but yeah. So he gave that. By the way, Ryan, he did tell me that he would trade out my copy. So I am going to get so basically you just gave that to me. So let me see what a few people said in the chat. Andy is the Kiss guy. I want to see Manny, Mort, Riff, and so many others. Oh yeah, man. Hopefully you can fly out. That would be cool if you could. Let's see. Okay, you say Suikoden too. Okay, good. I'm not the only one. Keith said, well, he didn't. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't give it to somebody else. Thank GameStop. Okay. Oh yeah, thank GameStop, James. He got that from GameStop. So
Well, thank you, GameStop.
so yeah, GameStop sometimes has some pretty, some bangers in there. I'm trying to think. So yeah, I kind of want to just kind of I want to kind of tell you guys a little bit. I know I said a little bit in the video. I haven't. You've probably heard a lot of you have probably heard me talk about like changing my name, possibly. These are always things in the back of my head. Some people say, no, don't change your name. It fits who you are. The thing is, I don't really do like picking videos. And even though I'm a preacher, I don't like, my channel isn't a Christian channel. It's not about that. However, Christ means everything to me. So I'm going to share that because that's who I am. So I'm going to share it here and there. So I don't want to like hoodwink anybody and people think they're coming in thinking they're coming in for video games. And then they just go, oh, here's Jesus. So I was kind of nervous about that, but it is who I am, what I believe. And it's also why I did this. So it fits the story. And so I just want to let everybody know I'm not trying, of course I want everybody to know Jesus and, trust in him. But at the same time, I'm not trying to catch anybody, off guard and be insincere. I just really believe what I believe and I care for everybody. So that's why I share it. And it's part of my journey, because my journey is, without going into too much detail, I've kind of my whole walk as a Christian, I've been like working to try to attain something. And finally, it just came down to the point because, I failed, I've sinned. I got to a point where I was like, well, I don't sin anymore. And I was like, then God was like, yes, you do. so I had this mentality that I was just so good, but I knew I wasn't. I knew I was, weak and flawed. But I had such an image to keep up because I've made so many stances. And so coming into the whole like video game world has really helped me. And so I finally got to, through that, most of all Christ, I got to see that my faith is a free gift. It's not anything I've done. And so I was like, well, how can I show that? How can I show that back to other people that do believe and people that don't believe? And because I know a lot of Christians too that are always feeling like they gotta work just to be loved by God. And it's good to do that. We should, but that's not what finds acceptance. That was why I did this. And it was a journey for me because I've had a hard time just accepting that it was a gift. And I was like, well, I can show that to somebody else. And I kind of want to just get out of the box and just give back and give it to people, even though I gave to Arkansas Picker and, there's somebody else I plan on giving to that are kind of known out there. I was like, why don't I give it to somebody that no one really knows? Like people know you, James. So you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're, this big popular YouTuber that's, like Arkansas Picker, he has a lot of followers. So a lot of people thought I was only doing that stuff for clout. And I was like, well, that's not why I'm doing it. I'm giving to people who I think deserve it. And I was like, I think James deserves it. I think he's a good guy. He's got a humble attitude. And he's hit some hard times, and I know this would really lift him up. And so I wanted to encourage others. And it was really neat to see people that don't even know you that wanted to see. That's what was so cool to me, that people were like, hey, I want to send you stuff because I want to know that I'm giving somebody I don't even know. I want to help. I want to help add to that. And it's just really neat that people would give, because I don't give really to people I don't know. I'm going to be honest. So to have other people give to people that they don't know, I wanted to say thanks to all of you in there as well. So it was really cool to see.
Right.
Where does the need to give games away come from, brother? Where does the need to give games away come from? It's not that I feel the need to give games. That's a good question. For me, it's more of I want to, as a Christian, I've been given a free gift. So I'm like, I want to, in a small way, show that what this gift is. And I know what it means to me. David Fritz, if you guys know David, and he gave me a Burning Rangers on the Sega Saturn, and that just blew my mind. And when I got, and somebody else, like somebody gave me something even, James, I've talked to you about it, but I can't really talk to too many people about it. It blew my mind. I'll be having a video on it in like a year. I'm waiting because I don't want to expose them right now because they don't, I was like, well, we'll talk about it later. But I've been given stuff, and I'm thinking, if I've been given, why can't I give back? So Manny, that's kind of where it comes from. I want to. There's a lot of people that have a hard time, really love this, and receiving something that is dear to them means a lot. And so, Retro Kart Collectors he gave me 3D Sonic. I think it was 3D Sonic. It was one of the Sonics. I think it was 3D Sonic. Yeah, 3D Sonic and Jurassic Park on the Sega Saturn. So, that's a lot of money. So I won't change. Well, yeah, see, I knew people would say that. I'm debating, but it will be worth it if I do. They increased the price ceiling. I guess they're talking about the Switch too, I'm assuming. So Freaking Preacher should be a guest at SoCal Gaming. I don't think they would ask me to be a guest. Just gonna lay it out there. I don't think they would. They might, but I don't think they would have me be a guest. And I'm not really popular, so. But even if it was, I don't think they would ask me. I wanted to give stuff too. Just don't work out for this series. But if it happens again, I will be a part of it. Yes, by the way, okay, guys. Yes, Ludacris. And this isn't the rapper Ludacris. I don't know. Do you rap? So he actually reached out to me with a 64. But then somebody local had it. And the funny thing is he still wanted to give a 64 to the collection to help out. And when I went to Arkansas recently, he couldn't meet up because he was at a family event. But so yes, there are lots of people that wanted to give, lots of people that did give. It was just super cool. Sharing the blessings, yes, Tony. Tony, you've changed. Well, if you want to talk about a giver, here's a giver right here. This is a giver right here. So he goes unnoticed. People don't notice how much he gives. But he gives a lot, and he's given to a lot of people things you would never know. And there's people like that out there that just don't they don't want people to know. So I'm letting them know though, Tony. So yeah, it's really cool. I was really excited. Once again, the numbers were really low, and then that's literally like on my video. I was sitting in church. Well, the day before, I was like, man, what am I doing? Why are people not watching the videos? Because all my videos before were getting like 2,000 views, and then they started getting like 400 to 500, and I was like, why am I not getting views? And it would confuse me because I was getting so much like support, and the comments were blowing my mind, and it was just really neat. And then that last video kind of blew up for me. It got back over 2,000 views, and I also took some advice from Mort and RNG Gamer and some others with the way I was titling things and thumbnails and all that, which is silly, but it's just how it works. But guys, I'm about to go. James, is there any thing that you want to share, or because I know you said you're talking about doing the new series and stuff. Do you want to share that right now for the future, or do you want to just wait and then when it comes out, I'll share it and let people know when you start doing more YouTube stuff?
Yeah. It's a work in progress. So when I get more going, I'll give you the information about it.
Sounds like a plan. So I'm thinking if there's anything else. I'll be at Arkansas Retro Expo. I'll be at Retro Palooza in Houston and Dallas as well. I'll be at Siege. The plan is to be, I'm like 97% sure I'm going to SoCal Gaming Expo. I've just been trying to finish all this up. So I'll be there in Southern California for like almost a week. Maybe right at a week. And so I'm thinking somewhere else. I'll be at Retro Fest in Arkansas as well. And that's all that I know of at the moment. And then the later Louisiana RetroCon. James, you should go to Louisiana RetroCon with me. In Gonzales. It's in Gonzales. I can't remember. Hey, Rushmore Show, when is Louisiana RetroCon? Because I know that there's a later one. We went to the one for the spring. ARX is May 17th. Yes. And I plan on coming there probably a day or two early. I kind of want to like check stuff out and meet up with people. So, all How can you follow James? Well, I'm not sure he wants to share all of it right now because it's a work in progress. But is that correct?
Yes, yeah. So if you're talking to me, yeah. I have a YouTube channel with my business partner called Another Castle.
Yeah.
But, we don't have nothing on it right now. It's just
Okay.
2 videos where we talked about how we got a Dreamcast because that's what we were wanting, and then a couple months later we had to sell it to get rid of it. So
Yeah. Well, that's that, and so that's what I'm saying. Once you get stuff going, I'll naturally I'll so I'll definitely be doing it. Man, Poker Medic, what's up? Yeah, I'm going live. I don't know if I'm going to keep getting at it. Something I love about the gaming community is how it makes look at each other. I'm reading that wrong. Something I love about the gaming community is how it can make look at each other for what we have. Oh, make us look at each other for what we have in common instead of focusing so hard. Yes, but there are people that don't do that. They may not like you because you're friends with another person, but for the most part, it's not that way. But I've made everybody's been so cool. I really can't, those people aren't really known about anyway. So, but for the most part, everybody's been so awesome. It's the August 2nd, 3rd for Louisiana RetroCon. Okay, yeah. So you got till after the summer.
I'll probably be able to go with you.
Rushmore Show will support, and they're really cool. And they do Thursday night lives as well, and they do top 4. Well, I mean, you can see it in the name. So they'll probably he's on. You care if I share your Instagram?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's Hillian Hideout, which is like Hillian, like Zelda. And so there it is. So you can reach out to him there. And once he gets all of his YouTube stuff going, I'll share it with everybody. Also tell your wife I'm sorry. Oh yeah, she told me she saw you at the store. So that's super cool. Who runs the ARC show? I don't know. Some dude, some guy that's real country. I think that's about it. Videos are still going to be coming out every Fridays for me. And so not next Tuesday, but I'm going to put out a video Friday and then Friday, Tuesday. Have a bunch of hunting videos. The stuff coming out soon will not be as much storytelling. It's going to be a lot more like just hunting, funny. And I'm going to be doing some game collection ones. I'm redoing David's game collection. I'm doing one on finally putting out the Louisiana RetroCon video. And then after that, if you watch the most recent video, I think you'll get a hint at the very end of the video what's coming next. And I'm going to be doing a lot of promotion for Double Mint. So I'm going to be working side by side with Double Mint on a lot. I'm going to be doing series about how you can use Double Mint to build your collection. So I'm really excited about that. I don't want to give it all away, but I have a lot of stuff that I'm working on. So I just have a whole lot I got to catch up on. Oh, can I show one thing really quick? Well, yeah, of course I can. I mean, James, do you care if I show something?
I don't care.
Just, let me pull this up really quick. So I have a video. This will be one of the videos coming soon. I just want to show some stuff that I got recently. If you have watched my Instagram, this blows my mind. So this is just one of the things I picked up recently. Yeah, so that is wild. And I'm gonna have free drinks, snacks, and donuts at my booth at SoCal. Oh, I love free drinks and donuts. If you can't tell, I need to not love them, but yeah. So, I mean, lots of stuff. Let me just kind of go through a few of them. Oh, check! I know you're gonna like this one, James. I think you already saw it, and it does have the manual.
Yeah.
I don't have the box, but I do have the manual. Yeah, I'm sure you do need it. This has the manual as well. And then let me just get to some of the crazy stuff that's in here. Obviously, I got some PlayStation, and this was done by another reseller. So there's some good PlayStation stuff in here. This was by another reseller reached out to me. And so when people tell you that resellers don't give deals, not true. I'll have a video coming up. And let me just get to some of the really cool stuff. And I picked up some more RPG stuff today. Yeah, oh, there he is. He's in the house. So yeah, shout out to Trev the Picker, because hey, I'm gonna be showing he has a YouTube as well. And actually, if you go over to his channel, you can see it. You can see how he found all this stuff. I've been asking him to go again because I'm like, I get a feeling there's more buried in there. So anyways, I'm not showing you everything, but there's some crazy stuff in there. So it's pretty awesome. So yeah, shout out to Trevor for doing that. OG Sega Steve, especially donut flavored soda and water. Oh, that sounds well. Actually, that might sound pretty good. Donut flavored soda water. I'm going back. Oh, okay. Hey, if you want me to come with you, I would love to. But no, I'm not gonna shove my way into your pick. But yeah, if you find more stuff and you want a quick sell, I'll do it. So I did open up that Earthbound. It is absolutely real. I was a little nervous because I've never held one personally, so it felt a little light. But no, it's real, 100% real. So, all right, yeah. By the way, Rushmore Show. Trevor is another brother, and he's a man of faith. So yeah, I think you guys will get along. Rushmore Show. They're like youth pastors and pastors. So, yeah, it was. You were nervous. Yeah, well, let me know. Yeah, Doublemint is awesome. I thought they were coming in on live. But anyways, James, is there anything else you want to share?
No, that's about it.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. What did you say? Say that again. I'm sorry. I
said, basically, I just wanted to thank everybody and thank you. So.
Yeah, definitely, man, for sure. Yeah. Everybody that gave to the collection, he's real thankful. He's been sending me messages how happy he is, and so it's just really cool. So thanks everybody for coming on. I'm probably not going to do lives very often. It's just going to be hit or miss. I am still doing pawn shop lives though. Those will be really random. I'll just say, hey, in a few minutes I'm going live at the pawn shop. I did do one today. It was my first time, so I felt a little awkward. But they invited me into the back and pulled out a tub full of games. It was nuts. So yeah. So if you ever see anything, if you ever see me going live on pawn shops, let's say there's a game that I can make $50 on and they sell it to me for $20, I will sell it to you. Of course, I need shipping, but I will sell it to you for my cost if you see it, if you're on the live. So I'm not trying to make money off of you guys whenever you're supporting the channel and you're there live. So so you should definitely check it out. All right. Well, yeah, check him out on Instagram, Hillian Hideout. And then whenever he gets everything with another capsule going, I'll be promoting it. So I'm going to get off here because I'm playing Metaphor with my oldest. So I'm pretty excited about it. Have you played it yet, James?
I have not.
It's pretty sweet. So if you haven't played Metaphor, it's really good. So anyways, God bless everybody. Thanks everybody for the support. Once again, guys, I'll say this quick last thing. I will have stuff about my faith on my channel. That's not the focus of my channel. Focus on it is to see what I do in my daily life with business and the journeys and adventures and game hunting, all that kind of stuff. But it will be there. So if it's not something I don't want to offend you, but at the same time, I just want to let you know that will occasionally be in there. I'm not offended if you don't want to watch because you don't agree. In the same way, there's people I won't watch because I don't agree, but I'll still be friends with them and I'll still go hang out with them and even do videos with people. So I really had a great time. Yeah, Manny, I'm excited to meet you. So I'll let you know when I get all those details worked out. God bless. And James, you're going to be in the back studio thing here once we sign off. So you're not going to hang up just yet. I think the Chrono and Earthbound feel cheap because that's kind of, I was thinking I wasn't sure, but I was thinking that Chrono. Oh yeah. Chrono does kind of, I didn't even notice that on there. So it does. Yeah. So anyways, all right. Have a good night, guys. It's your channel, brother. You do what you want. And yeah, absolutely. I agree. Right on. I'll just let everybody know so they don't feel hoodwinked. All right. God bless everybody. Thanks for coming on. If you haven't watched the latest video, go check it out. And I'm finally finally getting off here. Have a good night, guys. All right, it is ending now.